Please, God, don't tell me this is the entire 6-hour thing. This is fuck. He's barely said anything. Fuck.
He barely said anything. What the fuck? Really? You know, he set something up for later.
You barely said anything to yourself, you half-wit.
Translation for that, I don't have any counters to his points, so I'm just gonna feign outrage and be like, "Ow, what? Fuck.
Also,
how dare you?
This is on
XD, uwu.
Also, don't say that Mauler hasn't said anything, because and
it's only been 2 minutes.
Yeah, in just these 2 minutes, he's made quite a few points.
Mm-hmm. I'm so annoyed right now. I'm going to do this.
What?
Oh, no. Wait, what have you done? I don't see anything.
Organized chaos. More like organized.
Oh, you disliked
clicked the dislike button.
Organized chaos. More like disorganized. Order.
By the way, Bob, your fucking logo is covering up part of your chat. Make it a bit smaller and just put it up towards that big free space up there, right under the fucking YouTube logo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that's probably part of organized chaos, because this part is kind of technically going over part of the video screen. I kind of get it, but at the same time, it is. I don't usually like using the word, but it is retarded.
I like using the word.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite word.
Ratio.
Oh no! Someone really has to be retarded for me to call them retarded, and this is retarded.
I mean, that is certainly fair. I use it like I'm throwing out candy, because I don't know. I guess I'm terrible.
Yeah.
Might want to freeze.
I also just don't like using a word like that much, because I don't want it to kind of lose its meaning. Things like being triggered and things like that. I reserve it for the truly retarded,
I mean, in all fairness, in just a macro sense, it has lost a lot of meaning. It just means it's just a harsher way of saying stupid. How when you call when you call someone a bundle of sticks, you're just you're just calling them a super asshole.
My man watches 2 minutes of a Mauler video. Don't tell me this is the entire 6 hours. Yeah, agreed.
Is it again, dude? You might. No, okay.
You can't let it take your power. Get to the book. How do we get across? Jump!
You should probably use your little floaty boots a little bit more, but that's fine. It's all good. So they make it through a jump.
Does he even have the floaty boots here? I don't remember.
What do you mean? What the fuck are you talking about? It's a spell. It's a spell.
He did it again. He zoomed in. He zoomed in on the thing, like Doctor Strange doing the thing, and he was like, does he even what? No, it doesn't have.
Does he even have the floaty boots here? What do you mean?
With the sling ring, Mauler zoomed in on the sling ring. Like, look, he has a sling ring, and then Bob is like, he doesn't have the sling ring. What do you mean?
He doesn't have does he even have the floaty boots?
He doesn't have the floaty boots. What? No way.
And I mean, I don't.
I watched this movie 37 times in the theater. He doesn't have the floaty boots.
Yeah, I love you in every universe, and I say that every time I coom.
I say that.
I mean, I even contacted Disney and had a vetted letter reply from them back that they didn't have the boots. Come on.
I hate it. Also, that's another point I was just about to bring up when Mauler said, "Oh, you might want to freeze it again." Oh, never mind. That's just a recurring fucking annoying issue that Doctor Strange uses every single spell one time and never again.
Yeah, that's a huge issue for their world building in general with him. Is that they didn't give him some kind of mana limit or whatever his source is.
Yeah. Well, it's just a more of a behind the scenes thing when they were storyboarding and directing it on the storyboarding it and directing it on set. He's got to have this power, and then this time he uses swords, and this time he uses a whip thing, and then he uses a chain, then he makes a fist, and then he does this and different things some superficial.
The stop hitting yourself spell breaks so fucking much. It just breaks so much.
But it's just a superficial rule that we've got to keep the action interesting by having different spells, not realizing that when they use incredibly useful spells like the freeze spell, and of course the most OP item that the sorcerers have, which is a sling ring, and they barely use it. It's just
also
what's the limit?
Also, Jake, you mentioned that one when it's I'm sorry, what about the ability to turn water into wine? You could literally just turn all their blood into wine.
No. Jesus reference.
At the very to play devil's avocado, please kill me. With someone like a Thanos, it's like, well, he's not like a human, so maybe his blood isn't water based or something like that. So maybe maybe you can only turn the water into wine because a base component of wine is water or something like that. But that's
shit.
I don't believe that at all. But
I mean, even still, you still have the thing where he can use the portals to cut off limbs.
Oh yeah, he can do that easy. Like Thanos should have.
I mean, they did do that in Infinity War with that big basically the evil Hulk guy. They literally did that in one of the first things of the movie, but they never did it to Thanos, which I just don't get.
Yeah,
that's one of my gripes with that movie.
They literally could have just made a portal in like the middle of his fucking chest and just sent his entire torso somewhere.
Especially after learning in Thor Ragnarok that the portals can move. The biggest thing that I've realized in hindsight that kind of hurt the MCU was that out of the 14 million realities, that only one in which they won. And it's just like, no, they're like even how it should have ended said like, oh yeah, at least 5.
At least.
I might have looked down at chat while. Jesus Christ, this is all fucking nitpicks. Holy shit.
Jump here to the next platform.
You haven't even gone. What do you mean?
You just acknowledged that you were looking down at chat because you missed something, and then you panicked and went, "Oh, he's nitpicking."
Yeah, and the sling ring stuff is not a nitpick.
I just realized. Yeah, Bob, are you looking at your phone? What are you doing?
He's looking at the chat.
Looking at chat because they're going wild. Look at them. There's like a comment a second.
Yeah,
crazy for this reaction.
There's like 3 people.
And they are going wild, Jake.
Exactly.
This dude must be a fucking zombie when he watches stuff.
Well, yeah. Look at him watching this. He's just like doesn't know what to do.
He's not processing anything. It's crazy.
Well, I think was it Berserker who said in chat he doesn't have object permanence?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Honestly, no. Whenever he watches stuff, I honestly think it's just the fucking. It's just the Homelander meme where he's just staring at the screen.
Yeah.
He'd be one of the people
decided to sit
watching.
Looking for Defender Strange, he's got that freeze move. Oh, he's not got that reaction time, huh? Well, he can use it now. Big fiery cheese boy might even fall off the platform while frozen, and that would buy you a great amount of time. I mean, you can throw rocks, yeah, but freezing would get you the book.
No, you've got to do rocks now because it's different.
We got to do rocks now because it's a different spell. If we just use the same spell that's incredibly useful, then, yeah.
What's Bob going to say?
How his magic works. Maybe the freezing was a one-shot. We don't know.
But maybe it's not.
That's also the biggest problem. We've never understood how... Well, we understand it in, like, this base level of, like, how the magic works. Like, oh, you basically pull from different dimensions to form spells. Okay. Like, what does that mean, though?
So in this reality, I can accept that there could be timeouts or one-offs and all that kind of stuff. And I know this is like the first scene of the movie, but I can probably better accept it if there was some form. I know exposition is bad and people don't know how to do it these days. But if there was some throwaway line, is that, oh shit, I can't do that again? Not a problem. But you can't just assume that with this.
Or better yet, like he tries to use the freeze stuff, but like it's either weaker or it just kind of fizzles out, and then he has to use another spell.
Yeah, as he froze him the first time, he said like, he could have just gone like that only works one time or something.
Yeah, he's like, America Chavez, my freeze spell is on cooldown. I must use something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta look at my quick bar.
That'd be perfectly acceptable. I mean, it would add signs to, the action and stuff, but perfectly acceptable. I agree with that, but they can't just keep saying, oh, the Book of Ashanti, when they already know what the fuck it is. It's like, if she doesn't know something, the audience probably doesn't know, so that's fine.
I want Tom's version of movies now, where it's just characters always referring to each other by their full names, Bilbo Baggins, we gotta go to this mountain.
Bilbo Baggins, my good friend of 60 years. It is me, Gandalf the Grey, a wizard.
Bilbo's just like, what are you doing?
What we need is a movie on Benedict Cumberbatch, on his life kind of thing, and everyone in his life keeps referring to him as Benedict Cumberbatch every time. They don't call him, but just by Ben or something.
No, they all say different versions of the meme.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Good morning, Benadryl Cumberbund.
Yeah.
Morning.
I thought it was Benadryl Cumbatch.
Well,
Bert and Ernie cranberry snacks.
For you maybe, but not for me.
We keep, as we're watching Sherlock, we literally keep starting every episode. Myself, River, and Mayo, we're just like, all right, everybody bring their one joke.
Stolen joke alert. Fantastic.